Eddie Arcaro. The Life of the Master. The Italian-American's stellar career in horse racing is one for the books. Known as the Master, Eddie Arcaro is considered by many racing people to be the finest jockey of all time. His celebrated career raced through 3 decades, from 1931 to 1961, the halcyon days when throngs of ticket holders loved watching horses run, their muscles fluttering under their shiny coats, the blaze of their nostrils as they reached maximum speed. Horses and their jockeys were titanic stars then, and Arcaro's grandest rides numbered in the thousand. They were appreciated as an art form, like a composer's. He brought joy, and a fair share of jeers, to the huge crowds that gathered when he competed. Indeed, thousands followed Arcaro's every move, and his races became main events, invariably worthy of front-page treatment. George Edward Arcaro was born on February 19, 1916 in Cincinnati, Ohio, the son of an Italian immigrant cab driver and later owner of the Walnut Hills Taxi Company. "I was unusual," Arcaro once said. "I wasn't around horses. I came on the racetrack by accident. Naturally, all kids like horses. And I liked it and gave it a try. I happened to get lucky and became pretty good at it. Perhaps the fact that he was born prematurely, a sparse 3 pounds at delivery, and only reached 62 inches at full-grown height, 5 feet 2 inches, adds a convincing element of the preordained to his narrative. My mother used to say that he was small enough to put in a cigar box," his sister Helen Arcaro once said. At age 11, the Arcaro family moved from Ohio to Southgate, Kentucky, another seemingly faded thread in his life's tapestry. Eddie quit Southgate School at age 13 to work at the tracks. He worked inside barns and exercised horses. He watched the horses as they galloped effortlessly down the stretch and spent the afternoons watching the thoroughbreds run race after race. It seemed like they were not trying, like it was easy. But he knew that it wasn't. He envisioned himself riding one of these beautiful horses, establishing a name and winning trophies. Evansville Courier-Press reported that the trainers told him he would never make it as a jockey and sent him to the tack room in tears. One of the trainers again and again told him, "You'll never make a jockey." Fortunately, though, others were more supportive. One patron, after examining his diminutiveness and his protruding ribs, reportedly said to him, "You're never going to make a baseball team, a football team, and you won't be a golfer. You're a jockey." Certainly, that encouragement wasn't lost on Arcaro, who seemed to do whatever task or chore that was available in order to get closer to the racing scene or learn the finer points of horse racing. According to the Associated Press, Arcaro galloped horses for $20 a month and often or no reimbursement at Latonia racetracks outside Cincinnati until trainer Clarence E. Davison sensed something promising in the young man and took him under his wings. In the 1930s, horse racing attracted nearly as many fans as baseball, and tied with boxing, it was by no means a niche sport. There was money and prestige to be had if a jockey could string several wins together and capture a few well-placed headlines. Davison invested ample time into Arcaro's development, and it eventually paid great dividends. Arcaro rode his first race at Bainbridge Park near Cleveland on May 18, 1931, and lost. In fact, he did not win a single race in his first season. He notched his first win at Agua Caliente on January 14, 1932. Under Davison, Arcaro became the top apprentice rider in New Orleans in 1933. Arcaro realized that he still had more to give, perhaps more than he had ever known he had. He kept pushing and pushing harder. Arcaro was the country's leading rider in money earnings for 6 years, 1940, 1942, 1948, 1950, 1952, and 1958. Though noted for his wide smile and friendliness, he could be a fiery competitor. He had his license revoked for a year after a rough riding episode, a retaliatory fracas he had with another jockey who cut him off, in September 1942. A compact 5 feet 2, 114 pounds, he had to constantly monitor his weight. A pound or two more could adversely affect his racing results. He was said to have suitably strong wrists and shoulders, physical prerequisites for the job. His innate optimism and his burgeoning self-confidence helped him realize that in just a few years he would be the racer against whom all the others would be measuring themselves. Ultimately, Arcaro rode 5 Kentucky Derby winners, 1938, 1941, 1945, 1948, 1952, a record 6 Preakness winners, 1941, 1948, 1950, 1951, 1955, 1957, and 6 Belmont winners, 1941, 1942, 1945, 1948, 1952, 1955, equaling a record. To read the full article, visit American Essence or Brian D'Ambrosio's Substack.